In India's booming digital world, data protection has become a massive deal. It's not just about rules and regulations anymore. It's about building a whole community of experts. Today, we're diving into a really cool new initiative from the FDPPI. That's the Foundation of Data Protection Professionals in India. They have a plan to build that community literally from the ground up.
So this is the big question, right? It's the central challenge FDPPI is trying to solve. Data protection is a field that's always moving, always changing. So how on earth do you create a system that doesn't just teach the basics, but actually builds a living, breathing network of pros who can keep up? How do you get everyone on the same page, from the seasoned veterans to the next generation of talent? And their answer, well, it's actually pretty brilliant in its simplicity. Instead of some huge, top-down, centralized program, they're going local. The whole idea is to build a network of local knowledge hubs. Think of it less like a single lighthouse and more like a web of lights spread all across the country. Okay, so a nationwide knowledge network sounds great, but what does that actually look like? What are we really talking about here? Let's break it down. They're called FDPPI study centers, and the absolute key phrase here is continuous learning. This is not a one-and-done seminar you attend. The goal is to create a permanent, local space where professionals can meet up, share what they know, and tackle problems together, all the time. And check out who this is for. It's not just a club for data protection officers. We're talking about auditors, lawyers, tech practitioners, compliance folks, and, maybe most importantly, aspiring professionals, the people who are going to be leading this industry in a few years. The real magic happens when you get all these different perspectives in one room. All right, so we've got the what and the who. But let's get to the why. What is the fundamental mission here? What are these centers really trying to accomplish? The whole thing rests on a really solid foundation. 5 key pillars that define what every single study center is all about. Let's take a look at what they are. And here they are. First, just create a space for pros to interact regularly. Simple, but so important. Second, hands-on stuff, training, workshops, even certifications. Third, it's about staying on top of the latest news, like discussing the FDPPI, India's Big Data Protection Act, and other global trends. Fourth, connect all these local groups to make the whole national network stronger. And finally, and this one is huge, it's about mentoring the next wave of talent. It's a full circle approach, really. Now, a great idea is one thing, but making it happen is another. So how does this actually work on the ground? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the operational model. You know, the beauty of this model is how simple and repeatable it is. It all starts with just one person, a local coordinator. That person gets the ball rolling with regular meetings, maybe once a month or every other month. From there, it can grow into bigger events, roundtables, you name it. It's a blueprint that can work in any city. And get this, it's not just for the pros. The vision is bigger. These centers can actually become hubs for the whole community, running public awareness campaigns or teaming up with local universities and businesses. It's really about lifting the data protection IQ for everyone. So, we've gone through the what, the why, and the how. But you know, any community project like this relies on one final, crucial element: leadership. And that's where you might just come in. Here's the bottom line. This entire network, all these amazing ideas, they don't just happen by themselves. Every single one of these knowledge hubs needs a champion, a leader on the ground to bring it to life. Which, of course, leads us to a pretty direct question. Could that person be you? Is this the opportunity you've been looking for to make a real impact in your own city? So the official title for this role is coordinator. And this is more than just a name tag. It's a formal position as an empaneled associate faculty member of FDPPI. That means you're a recognized part of the national organization. And I think this part is really cool. As a coordinator, you get to run your own independent thing with its own local flavor. But, and this is key, you're not doing it alone. You've got the full backing and the resources of the official FDPI chapters right there with you. So if any of this has sparked an idea, if you're thinking, hey, I could do that, the next step is actually really straightforward. If you're interested in being that leader for a study center in your area, all you have to do is reach out to FDPI or Naavi. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. For a second, forget the big national picture. Just think about your city, your professional circle, the people you work with every day. What kind of impact could a dedicated local hub for data protection knowledge have for them? What could it change? That's where the real potential is, and it all starts with just one person stepping up.